Death. It's strange to think about death. It is a part of life. It's a natural process, but it still feels foreign. I know that it's not the end when you die. You come back as a ghost, and can stick around as long as a living sim strengthens your bond to the mortal realm through your tombstone. I know that the first thing that happens when you die would be a visit from our old friend, the Grim Reaper. Would I have to die to finally talk to Grim again? We had moved on to a new neighborhood. This time we were in Twinbrook. This swampy little town seemed to be experiencing a bit of a rebirth. I was enjoying all of the sightseeing, and I would like to imagine that little Cher was too, until we came across the first grave. Then, well, it became clear that little Cher wasn't having a good time any longer. I apologized to her that she had to be the one who found that. My words meant nothing to her. She was back in her shell, no longer talking to me and barely looking at me. And then we came across the second grave, and the third, and the fourth, and by the time we noticed the fifth, we were both numb to stumbling across hidden and abandoned graves. This is where we ended up meeting with the Sargent family. Scout, a special agent who works in the Vice Squad, and her husband, Bobby, a squad leader in the military career, came across us looking at the last tombstone. We asked them to explain all of these tombstones scattered across the town, and they happily obliged. A long time ago, Twinbrook was a small industrial town at the mouth of the creeks. Years later, the dam was built, bringing dramatic changes to the town. With an influx of professionals, artists, and inventors living around the sim-made lake, Twinbrook is experiencing a revival. This made the couple wonder how life in this eccentric community would turn out. As the town's population grew, they also questioned what types of people were living within their community. Thankfully, since they're in the military and police career, they were able to access things to help them with their very own investigation. You see, a lady by the name of Anna Liza Riddle moved into the neighborhood. She seemed like a sweet old lady who retired from being a professional blogger. But there's more to her than meets the eye. When the couple greeted her, they were almost instantly suspicious. Her house was large, and she owned many pieces of furniture that she really didn't need. As a retired sim, she surely wasn't making enough to own or need 3 expensive computers, 2 dining tables, and oddly enough, a second bedroom. Now, this bedroom isn't just any old guest room. It was furnished for a child. Anna Liza didn't have any children, grandchildren, and she wasn't even married. So, who was this bedroom for? The couple, who was very clearly nosy as all heck, discovered something else that sent them running to the front door. Upstairs in the attic, there was an urn for an elder named Di L. Emma Riddle. On the other side of the room was a telescope pointed right out the window. Scout and Bobby were both extremely worried and curious about their neighbor. Snooping throughout her house left them with more questions than answers. Clearly, something was off about her. At the same time, they had no evidence of, anything, to be honest. For all we know, Di L. Emma was Anna Liza's ancestor. Perhaps Anna Liza wanted to adopt a child at some point. Perhaps she came from a wealthy family, or recently came into a sum of money. They're not exactly sure. Either way, Anna Liza wasn't too happy with them when she found out that they were poking around her house. And that is the story of their relationship with the very fancy-dancy Anna Liza Riddle. I was taken aback by that story. It literally didn't answer the only question we asked them. We wanted to know about the tombstones, not about some random old lady that they didn't like. Once again, I asked them about the tombstones. They responded with a quick response. Many people died due to mysterious circumstances throughout the town. There is no clear answer to why there are so many random tombstones. Actually, in fact, the deceased are even more mysterious in the afterlife. They're all green-skinned, with gray hair, and all walk barefoot. It must be something to do with the fact that it's a swamp town. Who knows? They finished off by saying if we want to learn more about the people who previously lived in the town, to go visit the graveyard. Upon entering the graveyard, I instantly realized that this might not be the best place for a grieving girl. Or maybe it was? Maybe she could begin the process of mourning her mom here. Little Cher never really got the chance to mourn at Judy's actual tombstone. Maybe one of these could be a substitute for it. I suggested we pretended like this one was for her mom. I worded it in a way to make it seem like I was the one who needed it. Judy, I didn't know you for that long, but you welcomed me into your life when I needed it the most. I was lost until I found you. I didn't get enough time with my version of you, but with the time I've spent with both of you, I can see how much alike you are. Well, considering you're the same sim, it makes sense. Either way, thank you. I appreciate you and all of the kindness towards me, a lost daughter. I love you. Goodbye. How dare you? She wasn't your mom. She was mine. If only you never met her. If only you stopped helping her. If only you never told her about Belagoth and Strangetown. You should have let Belagoth be gone. You should have been okay with it. Mortimer clearly was. How can you say that when you've met both Mortimer and Bella? You've spent time with them. You seem to like them. They're innocent in all of this. Just like your mom is. Just like I am. Please. Stop blaming me for something I never intended and didn't even do. We were only trying to do the right thing by helping Belagoth. I'm surprised you don't see that.
Belagoth, you say?
Yep. Sorry, we didn't notice you there. We'll just be on our way.
I know of a Belagoth. She's buried in the cemetery.
Could you point us in that direction?
I would love to. The thing is, this cemetery is located in Lunar Lakes, on a distant planet's moon.
What?
If you're okay with some space travel, then I'm more than happy to get you there. I'm headed back there myself. Anyways.
I guess we're going to a moon to find Belagoth.